Hello everyone, it's Jack here. Okay, as you guys can see, we now have bat boxes in the ceiling. That's for the upper floor, which I will get into in later episodes. So, basically, what I'm going to be showing you guys is other sources of power. Why? Simple. Because, let's face it, you're not gonna want to have to keep putting power into these things to, get power going. So, I'm going to show you guys the watermills. Weird. Somehow my recipe seems to be a little bit screwed up. Yeah, my sticks are a little bit screwed up. So I guess these are supposed to be sticks. Okay, so 4 sticks, 4 planks, and a generator will get you 2 watermills. Okay, so as you guys can see, I already have a system set up. Also, guys, the cabling that I'm going to be using is called ultra low current cable. Reason being is because this stuff can go about 40 blocks or so without losing any power whatsoever. As you guys can see, it is made out of tin. You would also use these on making a massive solar farm, as long as you know it's regular solar panels and not modded in solar panels. Reason being is that these cables right here will not lose power, like I said, up to 40 blocks. Another reason being is that you can actually have as much power as you want going through these things, as long as it's under 5 EU per packet. And what I mean by per packet is every item that's actually entered, like all the items that are touching it that produce EU. So, for example, every solar panel emits 1 EU per tick. So that is actually how we would want it, because they only produce 1 EU. So you could actually have as many solar panels or watermills on this thing as you wanted, just as long as you're not going above 5 EU per tick on any item. So, hold on, this is going to be a little bit strainful. Okay, these things actually will produce next to nothing like this, but because of the fact that I haven't taught Red Power 2 yet or anything like that, I can't exactly teach you guys the other methods of madness to generating power. But I will show you guys in a second. See, we now have power! Yay! Also, I'm gonna lay these down because I'm gonna show you guys another form of power, gaining power as well. As I mentioned, solar panels, which gain 1 EU per tick. Okay, solar panels are a little bit bigger. Well, not bigger, they're a little bit better, but they're also a lot more costly. As you guys can see, it takes 3 coal dust, 3 glass, 2 electronic circuits, and a generator. Now, if you're wondering how you get coal dust, it's actually quite simple. What you do is you go to your macerator, and you throw in coal, and it has to be coal. It can't be charcoal, because that would just be overpowered. I'll show you guys those in a later episode. See? Coal dust. And to prove my point, see? Not a thing's happening. Okay, so you take your coal dust. So let's put in dust here for a second. Go like that. Grab some glass. A generator. Oh, crap, I missed one piece of glass. Glass and some circuits. Okay, not in there, but in here. So your electronic circuits go in the bottom corners with your generator in between them. And hold on a second. I don't even. Yeah. Okay, and your glass goes in an upside down V shape on top of that. Well, your coal dust goes in a V shape on top of that, with it being in the two top corners and one directly in the middle. And then your glass goes in the empty 3 slots, and that will get you one solar panel. So basically, it's actually kind of costly because you only get one solar panel per time you do this, and it's taking 3 coal, like 3 copper, well 4 copper, yeah, like 4 copper, and some other things to get this fully going. Bonus is though, is that it generates a decent amount of power, especially if you have tons of them. But due to the fact that, if you have too many, it will cause lag, I suggest against this, and you just go download a mod called the Transformers mod for one, and the Compact Solars mod as well. They're both IC2 add-ons. They're quite handy, and both will help you generate power quickly. So, just make it noon. See? Look at that. We got power. See, and if you want to know if these things are producing power for you, click here, check for that, and you're good. But yes, guys, that was power generation 101, basically. I would show you guys the other 2 forms. Well, I can show you another form of power, but just not this episode, because that's going to be later on, once I get the machines to actually build it, as well as the windmill here. Actually, let's see if I can get a high enough point and I can just show you guys. Because if I can actually get this thing to work for once, that'd be awesome. How this thing produces power is it actually has to be above a certain point. I don't remember what it is. Weird. So we're gonna go up to about 120 range. Whenever we get up here. Okay. So we're gonna place this thing down. See, it's getting a small amount of wind. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw down a bat box. And as you guys can see, this thing is producing power. If I make it rain, is it rain or? I guess not. But I guess during like thunderstorms or whatever, this thing's supposed to produce, I think, extra amounts of power, so it's not that bad. But the higher this thing is, hold on a second, because if I can put this correctly. I guess it doesn't make a difference. Okay, but yeah, the higher this thing is, the more power it will produce. There's also certain setups that you actually have to do. Like, nothing can be within about 5 down or something like that, or 15 long. It's really rather annoying to figure out. I advise you just check the IC2 wiki on how to do this. It's not something I exactly mess around with because I'm using other mods that produce power for me. But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed watching this episode of Teaching Tower. on how to generate power a little bit more freely without having to rely on burning items. Yeah, see, like that thing's already full. Without having to rely on items, that is. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Bye now.